So here we are again. Today we're at Omaha Beach on D-Day. Going to be assaulting up the beach and trying to take some ground. This battle is the first of 5 medals. And I have to say it could go either way. Although the Allied forces have a lot of people and a lot of tanks, there's a lot of obstructions as well. Things in the way that are going to slow them down. The hills, once again, that abut onto the beach are impassable to tanks and take 2 moves to climb up them. So basically I can see me trying to push through these gaps in the hills. All the towns, you can see, have medals on them. So for the Allies, if they have a figure on that town, they get to keep that medal as long as they're in that town. The sandbags you see here in the unoccupied spaces are a seawall. That's a permanent structure. It gives cover to anybody who happens to shelter in that hex. They don't go away if you retreat like standard sandbags. For the Allies, we've got one special unit, but there's only one of them and it's stuck down here in the corner. It can move 2 spaces and battle. But there's a very strong German position there on the coast. Couple of things I'm doing. Once again, I'm throwing away the ambush card as I can't make it work in solitaire rules. I'm also, because I keep forgetting to move some units, I've got these ordered tokens. So when I'm going to choose a unit, I hope to remember to mark it with an ordered one, and then when it's done its battle I can switch it over to say it's battled. And that way hopefully I won't forget to move any units that I need to move. The Allies get 4 cards, the Axis forces get 5. That means rather than just drawing 2 cards to choose from in the solitaire rules for the Axis forces, I'll be drawing 3. Axis goes first, but Allied get 4 cards, so I'm going to draw those first. All on the left, that's good considering how many units are over there. Behind enemy lines, that's good. That means I can move 1 unit up to 6 spaces. Okay, 1 in each area, so that's good. These are all good cards so far. And move out 4 infantry. Okay, so that's a good collection. But Axis goes first, so they get 3 cards during this game. Let's see, so 2 in the middle, all on the left. Well, there's only 2 on the left, and fix 1 up. So I'm not going to fix 1 up. So it's going to be all on the left, or 2 in the middle. Unfortunately, nobody's in range for anything. However, I could bring those people off of that town and bring them up onto these hills here. That might be worth doing. Or over here on the left, I've actually got these guys in range of a shot here, and these guns could fire. And retreats when you're in the water counts as a kill. So I'm going to go with the all on the left because that means I get to do an attack as the Axis anyway, straight away. So over here this guy can reach 3, 2, 1. 1 die on this guy. Now this is what I'm going to order this guy and I'm going to order this guy. So now hopefully I won't forget to do both of them. Just hope I remember to do the token. So first attack. Here, 1 die. And it's a hit. So, first Axis wound. Now the guns fire. They might as well hit the same guy because... flip that over. That way might actually take the unit out. So 3, 3, 2, 2 dice. So grenades, people and retreats count as kills here. And I get 1 kill. So that unit is now already seriously depleted. Right, Allied turn. And I've got 4 cards. All on the left, or 1 in each, are really my best options at the moment. I think all on the left, it means I can start pushing people forwards and out of this water. I suspect I've already lost this 2 guy here. Should have moved these counters off. I'm going to forget the counters that I'm putting on to help me remember things. Right, so I'm moving them all, so I don't think I need to use the counters. But which way do I go? Do I want to push through that gap and then try and sweep round the back? I could push up and go through this gap in the middle. Killing those guns is going to be difficult, and those guns are going to maul me. Oh, there's no good options again. No good allied options. We're just going to steam up the beach, I think. 1, 2. 1, 2. Get in there, behind the defences. 1, 2. Now, when you're in water, you can only move 1, so these guys can really only advance slightly. I'm worried about these guys now. They all move 2, so there is no firing over there. That means get rid of this all on the left card. It's the Axis turn, so drawing 3 cards for them. 1 in each, that's good. 2 in the middle. Oh, sorry, 3 in the middle. Or 2 on the left, so they're all good. They're all good, because the 1 in the middle means I could use the guns over here. I could shoot from that bunker across to these guys on the left, or I could get 2 shots over here if I use the 2 on the left. But I've also got 1 in each, which means I could use the guns. I could use that guy to shoot at this guy. Pow. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the 1 in each. Now, nobody's moving, so let's put these wonderful order tokens on here. So I'm going to order the guns. I'm going to order the guys in the bunker. And I'm going to... I get 3 dice from the guns or 3 dice from the guys behind the sandbags. Doesn't really make any difference, I think, so I'll order them as well. So that's my 3 units ordered. I'll take my shots from over at this side. Now I think those tanks could get around and maul me, because they can hit for 3 dice at a range of 3, so I need to take them out. So I'm going to fire the guns at these tanks. 3, 3, 2 dice. And once again, retreats count as hits in the water. Wow. 2 grenades. 2 tanks, just like that. So flip that over to say he's fired. I've got this guy in the middle here who can just about reach. 3, 2, 1 dice on the barbed wire here. And that's a miss. I'll remember to flip that over. And the last one is the guns. They can get 3 dice onto these 2 guys here. And that will be an elimination, so we'll go for that. 3 dice, I better pick up 3 dice. And I see 2 retreats but no kills. That's kind of like the opposite of what you'd want. 1 retreat, can't retreat into the water, so that counts as a kill. It's kind of all going Axis's way at the moment. Right, so that's all 3 of these, so I'll take these counters off now. And now it's Allied turn, but I didn't draw a replacement card. 2 on each flank. So 2 on each flank. I get 2 over there and 2 over there in the water. Behind enemy lines might be useful now, but I mean I can use that to shoot through, because it means you move 3, you attack, and then you move 3 more. The problem with that is I've got barbed wire and big hills in the way all across, so I can't use that yet. I need to clear some barbed wire, I think. 1 in each. Well, yeah. I could use... I could attack over here on the left. I could advance a tank, flatten some wire. Actually, I could do the same over there as well. That tank's practically gone. He can't retreat, and he's in range of the gun, so the Axis is basically going to kill him anyway. So I could use him to flatten the wire. Yep. 1 in each. So I plan to use that tank. Which tanks do I use here to go forward? My massive men are over here, so I'll use these ones here. And over on the left, I'm going to go and try and move into here. I put my can so, and they're not battling, but what they will do is remove that wire. which means no one else is going to get slowed down. And then back over here I pick the tanks. I'm going to advance them up the beach and crush the wire. Can tanks still fire when they go into the wire? Diddly diddly dee, there it is. Unit moving in must stop. In wire, infantry battles out -1. Infantry may remove wire instead of battling. Armour removes the wire and may still battle. So this guy who has moved up is now going to battle. He's going to shoot at the bunker, but he only gets 1 die against the bunker. And it's a hit. It's actually a hit, the first allied kill. Right, so that leaves this tank over here, which is going to... Oh, actually, should he go up near the guns? Should he go over towards there? No, I've got guys over here who can handle that. He should clear that wire, which means all this infantry could move up quicker then. So, 1, 2, 3, crush the wire, and... might as well have a go at the guns. He only gets 1 die, but I just need to roll a grenade, really. Useless. No grenade. So, let's get those off. Get my counters off. And replace the card. Dig in. Well, that's accurate for D-Day beach landings, I guess. Dig in and hope. It's time for Axis. 3 cards for Axis. 3 on the right. 2 on the right. I see a sense of theme. Or all on the right. Okay, so what's going on over here on the right? There's some infantry in the corner. And I've got all those guys up there, none of whom can hit anything. But I could bring up that infantry at the back. I could fire with that infantry, and I could fire with those guns. So it's all on the right, so I won't bother marking them with cards. Tokens even. So these guys will move 2 spaces up here, which makes that an impregnable wall of bodies. And this guy here and this guy will be firing. So this guy first at this tank, because they might eliminate him. 2 dice on the tank. Let's get the cards out of the way. 2 dice against the tank. Oh, look at that. It's a double tank kill. That counts as the first medal for the Axis. Darn it. Now they can fire with the guns. 3, 3, 2. 2 against him or 2 against him. The Rangers are the slightly larger danger, although it is only mild difference. So I'm going to hit 2 dice against the Rangers in the corner from the artillery. And 1 hit. So the Rangers are actually down 1 man now. There's going to be a lot of medals very quickly, I think, here. Okay, so Allied turn. 2 on each flank. Oh, look at that. I could use my behind enemy lines now. This is a really good card because issue an order to 1 infantry unit. It may move 3 hexes, battle with an extra die, and then move 3 more hexes. That means I could get straight through to that medal at the back. That could be a winner there. So 1, 2 to get through the hills, attack back at the guns, and then move on to that medal. I'm going to do that. So behind enemy lines, and I get 1 additional die with that. So I'm only moving 1, so I won't bother with my counters. 1, 2. Now normally they'd hit the bunker for, is it 2 dice? I think bunkers are minus 1. Let's have a look. Bunkers, -1 to infantry. Okay, -1 to infantry. So if they were in the open, it'd be 3. So it's only 2, but it goes back up 1 to 3 because I'm using the behind enemy lines card. So 3 dice against those guns. 2 grenades now would be spectacular. Nothing. Okay, but they continue their move because they're using behind enemy lines onto this space at the back, which gives them this medal, which which goes on the middle line here. That's also a great distraction for those Axis guns as well. So I'll just replace the card now, one in each. And it's time for Axis again now. 3 cards. 2 on the left. All in the middle. Infantry assault. Issue an order to 4 infantry units in one section. They may move 2 and battle or move 3. I don't really... If I use the middle, I can attack those tanks. If I use the left, I can use this infantry and these guns again. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take 2. I'm going to play 2 on the left. It's going to be these guys and these guys. Keep tidying my cards and then they go everywhere. The infantry will fire at this lone dude here because that could be a medal straight away. So that's 2 dice against him. Could be a kill. And it is. There's a kill there. So that becomes the Axis second medal. Flip that over. They have now battled. So the question is now, I was talking about those people at the back being a distraction. As the Axis player, do I not worry about them now? And just shoot at these people in front of me out in the open? I mean, I can get 3 dice on those guys on the beach. Decisions. Or try and take them out of the back and get a medal back. But if I don't do that, these guys are going to come up and wipe me out. They're going to go left or right. I think despite me saying there's a distraction, I am going to attack the infantry in front. That'll be 3 dice. 3 dice is a lot to give up. And 1 hit after all that deliberation. So one of these guys, and let's take these counters off. Right. Okay, so it was only 1 hit after all. So, allied player. 2 on each flank. I've still got those guys stuck in the water there. But they're going to go up the beach into a world of hurt. All those figures over there. 1 in each. Now that might be good. I've got these tanks here still to move up. Those tanks there. And I could start moving these guys. 2 on each flank, that might actually be better. But I could fire with those tanks again. Decisions. I think I'm going to go 1 in all. 1 in all the areas. But who will they be? That's the next question. So over here on the left, I need to get my guys out of the water because they're going to start taking damage from the attack. So I'll move those. I'm going to move the tanks here because I can clear that barbed wire out from there. And over on this side I might as well try and pull someone from the back forwards so that I don't just send one guy at a time up there to face all those. So over here I'm going to advance these guys to here. The tanks, like they did before, they're going to advance, smash the wire and move the hills apparently. And these guys are going to move up to the water's edge, so we're starting to move out there. Right, so battling. 3, 2, so it's down to 1 die to attack the hill. And it's a grenade, so that counts as a hit. So 1 German figure, flip that over, he's battled. The tanks are attacking a bunker, that's only 1 die, unfortunately. But it's a hit. So there's another one gone from that bunker. Excellent, and Over here, nothing to shoot at. They just moved in the water. Right, so let's grab those counters. I don't think I've missed anybody. Not this turn, and a replacement card. Probe in the middle. So one in the middle, but I get an extra card next turn. Let's get them down there. Right, so now it is Axis turn. 3 cards. Any 4 units. Perfect. 2 in the middle. Close assault. Everyone in adjacent to an enemy. Okay. Have precisely 1 adjacent to the enemy. 2 in the middle or 4 of my choice. Well, it's going to be 4 of my choice, isn't it? That's better than 2 in the middle. The question is, which 4 should it be? Well, there's some obvious ones here, I think. The guns. These guys in close combat. The guns. And I think the only other one with a target is this hill over here. That's a lot of dice coming down on the US forces, so let's start over here. The infantry against this infantry, 2 dice. 2 hits, that's a grenade and a poison. Change that, he is now battled. That's going to be 3 dice against the tanks. That's going to hurt. 1 hit and a retreat. So we take 1 off and they retreat this way. And you have battled. Over here, should I do the guns first? Oh boy, these guns have got some choices, haven't they? Here for 2 dice, here for 3 dice, could be a kill, or here, 2 dice, could be a kill there. Oh, good job I had these order counters or I would have missed that gun. Right, dibbly. I think the tanks are the biggest danger and I could get a kill on them. So targeting the tanks, 2 dice. Shame I didn't shoot the infantry really. No effect, so they've now battled. And that leaves 1 more pair of guns over here. And these are all much of a muchness. Oh no, I've already damaged the rangers, haven't I? So 3, 3, 2, 2. Yeah, they all get 2 dice. So 2 more dice on the rangers there. And that counts as 2 hits. That's a retreat, but they've got nowhere to retreat to. So that's 2 hits. That was a very bloody turn. Ouch. Right, let's get those counters off. Which paid off, because I would have forgotten that artillery unit otherwise. Okay, so 2 on the flanks, 1 in the middle, 4 infantry units can dig in, or 4 units can move out. Well, I do have a majority of infantry here, so I could move 4 of them, and that might be worth doing. But 2 on each flank means I can move 2 of those infantry and 2 of those infantry. If I moved 1 in the middle, which is the other card, well, it'd be those tanks, I suppose, but what am I going to do with them? Everyone's in towns and what have you. Well, they could still do some mayhem around the back there. But I can get more dice on with 2 in each. Get some dice on, perhaps. Yep, I'm gonna. Perhaps it's a mistake, but 2 on each flank. So, who am I going to order? Well, I think it'll have to be these guys. They're already damaged. These guys, they're at the front. And 2 more on this flank. Well, the one at the back is injured, so it's going to be these guys and these guys. So let's advance. Let's advance. And these guys will just move 2, I think, which means they've effectively battled. And these guys, they can do the same actually. They can just run up to here. They can't attack if they do that, but that means they're not battling. So that means these guys who've only moved 1 each can battle. The infantry versus the guns here is 2 dice, but you need to roll grenades. No. Okay, so they've now battled. That leaves just this guy here, which is 2 dice against the hill. Look at that, 2 hits. Not quite a kill. Still, can't be argued with. Once you start getting a hole in that wall there. A wall of bodies. Right, replacement card for the Allies. All in the middle. That's pretty powerful. Right, Axis. 3 cards. 3 on the right. 1 on the left. 2 in the middle. So it's all 3 areas, 1, 2 or 3. So 1 on the left would give me, well, the guns against the infantry, or that infantry against the infantry. That could be a kill. That could be 3 dice against 2. Could give me a medal. Talking of which, let's get rid of these tokens, which I've left on there. Now, what if I played 2 in the middle? You see, now I don't want to move that unit at the back. I had sort of theorised about moving them onto the hill here. But with those tanks there, they could shoot round the hill. There's nothing else. Oh, hang on. These guys count as the middle. So I could get a shot from here against the tanks and get a shot from here against the guys behind the seawall. Or 3 on the right. Oh, well. That means I can get 3 shots, including possibly a gun against this guy on his own over here, which could be another medal. Yep, I think it has to be 3 on the right, because I can certainly do a lot of damage with that. So, who's it going to be that gets ordered? It will be the guns. And it doesn't really matter from these guys, so I'll just say this one and this one. Okay, so first, chap on the left will fire here. So it's 3, 2, oh, it's actually only 1 die, isn't it? The seawall counts as sandbags. 3, 2, down to 1 die against that guy on the left there then. And it's a hit. So he has now battled. That means this guy can fight now. Same target, same number of die. And another hit. You wouldn't want to be allied on the beach, would you? So he is now ordered. Wow, that leaves me a challenge, doesn't it? Where do I point those guns? I could get 3, 3, 2 dice on here. Or 3, 3, 2, 2 dice on that one guy. I think it's 2 dice on him. I've got a better chance of taking him out, I think. He can't retreat either, so 2 dice. I got to retreat. He's got nowhere to retreat, so he comes off the board. He actually becomes the 3rd Axis medal. So that was actually a good choice for the Axis player. Okay. Come off there, you. And you. And you guys need to go back in the box. So, allied. All in the middle, which is quite good. Or 4 infantry. Well, I've actually got 4 infantry doing stuff at the moment. 2 on the right there. 2 on the left. So if I issued 4 infantry... The alternatives are 1 or all in the middle. Well, all in the middle means I could do something with those tanks. Means I could bring these tanks forward. And that infantry could move out. Yeah, that's it. All in the middle. Right, so yeah, but what to do with those tanks? That's the question. If I put them there, they're under 3 dice from the guns as well. They're here. Could go 1, 2, 3. Puts them on a red line, makes them more versatile. Reduces the gun's attack to 2. But they are surrounded. Thing is, if they went round the back of the hills, they'd be surrounded by these guys here as well. Ay, ay, ay. I'll put them there for now, because I think I can do more damage against the town. Maybe I should move up to the town. So from here, 1, 2, 3. If they survive this, I could get an armour run into the town. An armour overrun. Yep, they're ordered. Yeah, well, these are easy up here. Can't attack. These guys can only move 1, so I'll move them up there. Now the tanks. They could move up. Oh yes. 1, 2. Crush the wire, which makes it clearer for these guys and these ones to come through. And take a pot shot at that town. Now that town, hidden under that man, is a medal. Powie. That's what I'm doing. So that's everyone. They've effectively battled, so they can't do anything. So let's do some attacks. At the back there, 2 dice into the town. Would be 3, but the town... Oh, hang on. Town. It's -2 dice for tanks. So, boo. 1 die into the town. And it's a retreat. They can't retreat, so that counts as a kill. Okay. So he is now battled. That leaves these tanks here. It's not worth firing against that bunker. The only reason for coming up here is that medal in that town. So 1 die against the town. And it's a hit. So there you go. And they have now battled. And that's all 3 battled. Let's get these off. And replace the allied card with counter attack. Oh well, we'll see how good that is. Our Axis turn. 1, 3 in the middle, 2 on the right, 1 on the right. But it does give me an extra card next turn. So middle or right? So middle. 3 in the middle. Well, that's pretty good. There's a lot of dice going out on tanks if I do 3 in the middle. 2 on the right. Got some good targets there as well, that's the problem. I could fire with these infantry for 1 die against here. 2 single dice against this one. Or 3 shots in the middle. Which means I could have 3 dice against here, plus more dice. 2 dice against here, plus a die against there, because they count as both. Oh, bless me. Three in the middle. The only other options is only a couple of one-offs. So 3 in the middle. Yeah, but who's it going to be? That's an easy one. I'm worried about retreats, you see. If I make this guy attack, he hits here. These guys pull back, they'd retreat to here most likely, which would still be in range. So these guys could hit here. I think the tank's the biggest danger, so I'm gonna yeah, that's what I'll do. So at the back there, that's 3 dice from the town firing out on the tanks. 3 dice. Will my guys survive? Yes, but they have lost another tank. So that unit is now quite desperately in trouble. So they have battled. Now these guys will fire on the tanks here. 2 dice down onto the beach. And that's 1 hit. Grenades count as hits. Using a lot of tanks. Which means these guys... Oh, let's flip that over. These guys will now attack the tanks for 2 dice again, which could be a kill. And it's a double miss. Curfew. So these can come off the axis. Player is done. Right, so that was 3 in the middle. I've got counter-attack. That gives me 3 in the middle. Because it's an exact copy of what's just played against you. And I've got 3s in the middle. Yep, I'm playing counter-attack. That gives me 3 in the middle, so this should be quite easy to choose who. The tanks can do some damage. The tanks, these guys, or these guys. I think these guys, if I can get them up on the hill, I might as well. So the tanks at the bank will stay where they are. These tanks here will... They go 1, 2, 3. That gets them protected from being shot from here. The hill intercedes. If I stop there, I'd get 2 3s from both sides. And these guys are going to close in to try and take that bunker. So we'll start off at the back here. Sadly, only 1 die into the town. It's a retreat. They can't retreat. That's another kill. Okay, so they've now battled. The tanks here will fire back into this town in front of them. If they can get a retreat, that would be the best result, I think. That would give me an overrun situation. So, 1 die, hoping for a flag. You see, I'm upset I've got a kill. I'm upset to have got a kill. Can you believe that? So they've now attacked. That leaves these guys firing at the bunker, which... Oh, crikey. Memory's gone again. Infantry versus a bunker -1. So that's 2 dice there then. Could be a kill actually. Let's see. 1 hit. Okay, so that's all the firing done now. Things are starting to look a bit thin on the ground. And there's still men down here in the water. Right, replacement card for allies. 3 in the middle. Guess what I'll be doing next turn. 3 cards for the Axis player. Any 4 units. 3 on the left. 1 in the middle. Well, I think it's going to be 4 units, isn't it? That outclasses everything there. So, any 4 units. Oi, the decisions. There's a lot of good choices for the Axis player here. The guns, the infantry line there, against the tanks there, against the tanks at the back, against these guys down the front, those guns, that infantry unit. That tank is the weakest. So I nearly gave the order to them. So they're going to attack the tank. The next weakest situation is probably this guy over here, because I can get 3 dice against those. So that's 2, 3 dice from the guns. Yeah, I think I'll take that as well. Oh, hang on. Yeah, 3 dice from the guns, because that could be a kill. And I think I'll attack the other tanks as well from here, because that's 3 dice in the open again. So, starting over here, 3 dice against the 2 infantry. So, out of the sandbags, he opens up with his MG42, firing 3 bursts and scoring 1 kill. Yeah, still, he's reduced the forces by 50%. His boss will be happy. The guns could fire 3 dice on here, or 3 dice on here. Oh man, it's almost guaranteed medal here, and I'm already, for the Axis anyway, he's at 3 out of 5. Okay, the guns will fire on this chap on his own. 3 dice. Kill. And a medal. That means they're 1 kill away from winning the game. Okay, so... Okay, we're going to shoot back to the town here. And that's 3 dice against that tank. 2 kills and a retreat. And the end of the game. That's it. That's 5 medals. This first wave going up Omaha Beach has been hurt. But let's have a look at what they've actually done. There's no reserves coming forward here. Like there was on the day, there's not a lot of reserves to come in and help. So we haven't even expended the whole of the first wave. We've still got unhurt units here progressing up the beach. The guns are a problem, but I mean in reality they'd be taken from behind. We've got tanks over here. We've taken part of the town over there. I don't know, I guess that's why you have a second wave, isn't it? The second wave comes in and finishes what the first can't, or reinforces their success. Oh well, till next time.